That's not too bad a timing right there. Might speed that up just a little bit on that. Let's see how well I can get it adjusted. Alex is probably not with us yet. Excuse me, he's probably in the waiting room waiting for a while. Good evening, Tony Wallow. Can't talk now. I'm watching the old man fix on Fixin' FX TV. Hey, Tim Sowell says he may join after dinner. Hi, Alex.
Hey.
Tony Wallow says good evening. And must be something on FX that great guy's watching. Apparently the FX thing went off.
Apparently the FX thing went off.
No, I'm still watching it.
Oh, all right. Tim Soul says he may join after dinner. That'd be nice, Tim. Hopefully you do. I'm hoping Jim joins. I got questions for Greg and Jim tonight.
I'm hoping Jim.
Oh, somebody didn't mute their YouTube yet.
Yeah, it was me. Sorry about that.
I actually made that my last step before I started bringing people in tonight.
Yeah, that program has got Jeff Bridges as the star and John Lithgow as the Secret Service agent.
What's the name of it? Is it a show or a movie?
It premiered tonight.
Oh, okay.
It's a TV series. I think there's 2 episodes tonight.
What's the name of it?
The Old Man.
Oh, okay.
It's on FX television station.
I might see if I can catch it out of the West Coast here after a bit. I was perusing around on the Fire Stick today, messing around.
How many times do you think Josh has called me today?
Since we last talked?
No, all total.
Oh, all total? Oh, geez.
10.
Oh, gosh, no, more than that. Way more than that.
14.
No, higher. I'm going to say 25.
17.
Yeah?
If I counted correctly, 17.
If I counted correctly. Now, is that 17 times you've talked to him or 17 times he's called?
17 times he's called, I'd probably say, every time he calls, I'll call him back. So I'll probably just say, if he calls me 17 times, I'll probably talk to him 15 of those times.
Robert says, evening, homies. Hopefully Jim's, he doesn't have to show up on Zoom. Hopefully he shows up in the chat and I can ask him as well as Greg. Greg, you've got an AMD system, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I got a chance to buy an AMD board, a Corsair case, and Corsair Vengeance memory. And then I've got to buy a CPU, an NVMe, and power supply. But I'm kind of leaning away from it because it's just an older board. It only supports up to 2nd generation processor, so I don't know. I don't know that it's really worth my time, money, and effort because I really don't need a machine. I was thinking about flipping it and or maybe just giving it away to someone that might need a computer, but I don't know. I've got to talk to you guys about it tonight.
I think a B450 board is on like $120.
How much?
I think they're about 120.
That's what it is. It's a B450 something or another. I got it brought up on one of these tabs over here.
Kevin,
Yes, Gary.
I barely heard what you said. I think it's giving away a computer.
or something?
No, I've got an opportunity to buy a motherboard, a case, and 16 gig of RAM off my niece's son, and it's an AMD system. It's a B450 board. I would have to buy a CPU, NVMe, and a power supply. So I don't know that I'm going to do that because I don't know that it's worth my while or not.
You can get a brand new gigabyte B450 Wi-Fi. It's AM4 for $75.
This is an MSI. Let me see if I can find that tab.
Well, while you're doing this, I'll speak up. I understand what I think you said, and my feeling is if you can quote, give it to somebody anonymously or sell it, that's cool. Do not give it to somebody. Don't give it to quote Greg or me. No, because we're gonna call you every day, just like Josh and Alex.
Yeah.
Especially because you're on YouTube, so you must feel available.
Sure.
And you're not gonna want to deal with somebody calling you every 15 minutes because all that crap Josh puts on his computer. I'm gonna say, Ken, it doesn't work.
Okay, I put the motherboard link into Zoom chat.
Well, hey, as long as Josh is willing to give me money or let me order him stuff and then keep the rest of the money, I really don't.
Yeah, the problem is when you start going online, not online, but giving it to somebody. Like I said, I think I said this about 4 or 5 months ago. One of the programmers helped a guy buy a computer at Micro Center. He actually showed up at the guy's desk. I don't even know how he got in, how he found the desk.
Oh, wow.
For help in the morning.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the right board or not. I went down and looked at it all tonight. It's a Corsair case, little white deal. Really small, super, super small.
How much does he want for you?
Well, he started out this morning, if my numbers added up correctly, was $340, and by the end of the evening, he's wanting $360 for just those 3 parts, and I already told him that's a little high. I told him $340 was a little high, so I'm not real sure why $360 worked into the picture or not. I think he's got the wrong, he sent me that link. I think that's the wrong motherboard, actually. And then I was concerned about the RAM, whether it would be compatible. It's Corsair Vengeance RAM, so I don't know that it wouldn't be. I don't think it's a $248 board, is what that thing says.
MSI B550 Pro is only $109 on Amazon.
I don't think it was a Pro. I think it's just a B450 gaming carbon AC board. I don't think it's a Pro. In fact, I'm almost 99% sure it's not a Pro. I did not.
I went by your link.
Yeah. No worries. But I didn't see the words on there Pro anywhere.
Hey, gosh, I'm surprised you decided to show up tonight.
Yeah, I was on the phone with one of my friends. And I seen the notification on my phone.
I mean, you get a brand new gigabyte B450 or AORS-M for $79 off Amazon.
Yeah, I think he's overpriced a little bit. There's Tom K joining us in the chat room. Hi, Tom. Hope you're feeling better.
Even when they go live, you do them all because you know that, but that's good. So, you know, just waiting in the background, so you probably won't say much.
To move that
So what's going
over.
on with everybody tonight? Anything?
I just walked in the door about 20 minutes ago. As always, she got off work late. It's beginning to be I'm just going to start showing up about 10:15. Be safe.
Start getting up earlier.
Yeah, something. I don't know. I was right.
I tried that little Facebook cartoon. I wasn't too thrilled with it.
It's a learning curve.
Yeah.
It is a learning curve. I will tell you that.
I'm not going to do any live streams over the weekend because I can't film in for surgery next week. And I want to spend time with her. So,
Well, next Friday, right?
yeah. If I'm lucky, and if I'm lucky, that's a big deal. You might see me on Saturday on the Bug Life.
What did you think? What do you think y'all will be doing? Just talking? What do you think y'all will be doing?
Probably just talking.
What kind of surgery is it, Josh?
You have to have a hernia about for her birthing.
And there's BH Ringer, who obviously doesn't check his email. Oh, wait, I better go check my email first. Yep. I got nothing. So I'm just trying to find the regular old B450 board, not a Pro. I'm having some difficulties.
That clean up windows, did they take that out?
Who?
The windows, remember windows that you used to have?
Wait, that's been gone for a long time.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Only for like 10 or 15 years now.
Yeah, I went looking for a computer for a flip phone. And, I was shopping around to see if I could find the content of better computer than what he had. And walked into Google where I used to work at, and I asked the guy, I said, "Excuse me, ma'am." He's like, "Yeah." I said, "What happened to the computer workflow that used to be over there?" He said to me, "That's been gone for about 3 years now." I was like, "Oh, it's nice to let someone know."
He probably already told you before, you just forgot.
Yeah.
There's that possibility.
So I tried to clean up my daughter's background, but I only got so far.
And you ain't gonna find a computer that's probably better than what she's got with her Goodwill.
Probably not.
Neither one of them. You had two new computers.
I know I was working on my aunt's computer because I was doing Windows updates on it this past Tuesday. And like I told it to repost, and by the time I sat down, I had to go something away and close it because by the time I sat down, it was already done. I was already to log back in the computer already and look over the
Are you talking about your Nuke or your old aunt's old computer?
You're talking about the Nook.
Oh, okay.
And I know that's the reason why I ordered it. That's the reason why I did that one.
The one that I did on, the one that I set up for my friend at Joe. I did the video on that and I've got like 15 views already.
I'm surprised.
It's amazing how many people will sit there and watch you.
Even a video that is in portrait. Horrible.
Well, not only that, it's amazing how many people will sit there and watch you work on old technology. And
Since I ordered you this tripod today, I expect no more corporate videos from you.
Thank you.
Place your bets now.
I'll bet $1 to be 50 cents.
I'm just saying place your bets. I'm not saying anything else other than place your bets. So is Robert at work tonight? He should
I
be.
don't know. I did a live stream tonight. Everyone was in the chat room at all. Like, no.
When did you do a live stream tonight?
Uh,
Did you do it from your phone?
no. It was about,
The last thing. Oh, you played Roller Coaster Tycoon?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it just now showed up. So. Yeah, it's a learning curve to play that game. It just takes a minute to learn it. So.
Yeah, I played it for like a couple minutes. I couldn't get into it, and I started playing something else.
Well, remember I told you my sister was trying to find a house to move.
Yes.
She got the one just down the road from us yesterday.
So you're gonna have your grandkids are gonna be there all the time then, huh?
Yeah, but she's literally only gonna be 5 minutes away.
So I'm sitting there on the live stream. All of a sudden my son goes ding and my wife has to me. So like, let me know when they go on Zoom. I'm going to be on mute with them. So that's why she's on there.
Let's see, did your wife call you 17 times today? That's how many times you called me today.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you remember.
So I'm sitting there walking around the house. I'm surprised because I walked out of his bathroom $3 from that to let him know what had happened. And my grandma can pick me up everywhere in my house. I'm surprised with how small my sister.
Okay, you've only got well, that's not. You've only got 1,000 square foot house. It's not very big. So I mean,
If you hear other people in the background, me talking.
You're still the only person in the group home?
Oh yeah.
a while back, it's an amount. Somebody else moving in, but I guess that fell through.
I don't understand how that could fall through then. Most of the workmen don't have a choice, do they?
I mean, it's only a 3-bedroom house. I mean, he's got a bedroom. They use the bedroom as an office, and then there's only.
I know what you're talking about, Alex. Like I said, I've seen inside. But I'm betting, and I don't know for a fact, but I'm betting you're getting $2,000 a month for that one room. And you're losing $2,000 a month for the one they don't have. Because I know one thing, the government's not paying that in that 8 sheet. Government likes paying money to people.
So did the deal fall through for that other person to move in, Josh, or what happened?
I don't know what's going on with that. I guess they're not moving in. I have no idea.
I wish the government would pay me more.
Yeah, if they'll pay me $2,000 to rent this room out, I'll be having Studio A in my bedroom.
I wish you'd pay me less. Can I get away? Four times a year I get to pay them.
I'm supposed to meet with my pastor next week, so that'll be interesting to see how that'll go. Me and my wife are supposed to meet with him next week.
You talked to your case manager yet?
No, that's gonna be the next project, trying to get a hold of him. I don't even remember how I got a hold of him.
And you don't have the number to your case manager.
No, I let him have to call Freeman. You notice on my bedroom, on my wall, on my headboard, I got a new stuffed animal. I got put through the big red dog.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm gonna wake up one morning and get out of bed and my stuffed animal was gonna fall on my head. Thank God they're not hard.
I was kind of hoping Chris would show up tonight. Bet he's wore out though after 2 days of being in Augusta. Jeff said he probably won't be here. If he does, he'd be late. Rick said he won't be here tomorrow night.
No, I could probably send you up to Juneau and thank them for sending me the thermal hard drive. I'm gonna take the 1 terabyte on my hand and use 2 terabyte up there. I think I have just the email, I'm not sure. I know I sent Allison him an email about Microsoft Word or Microsoft Office.
Yeah, I had to ask Alex what that was about because it made no sense to me.
Yeah, I think gray market keys like the ones Carrie sells.
Yeah, I don't use.
It's of no use to me because if I want it, I need the 5 license version for 5 PCs. So
I just sent it out because I thought maybe someone else would have it out. My friend Angela is really good about sending stuff like that out. If I hit my knee off of my desk, you know.
B.H. Ringer still got his sense of humor. That's good to see.
I think the only time you guys were going to see my pregnant is when my wife comes over and decides to make it for me.
I don't think I'd be bragging about that. It's not that hard to make a bed, actually. Takes about, maybe 2.5, 3 minutes at the very most.
You definitely don't know how to make a bed.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I can make. What are you talking about, Gary? I spent 9 years in the military. I can make a bed faster than that. I was buffering it for Josh.
No. You can't make a bed. It take at least an hour to make a bed. You got something wrong with it.
Yeah, I would like to see you go into the Army and boot camp and say, I'm going to need an hour. I've got to make my bed.
You went very quick on what I just said. Honey, I need help with this. Now do you catch on?
Yeah, I probably make the bed more than she makes the bed, in all seriousness. It's weird. I mean, since I got out of the military, I just cannot not have a bed not made. It's crazy.
But you gotta do it together.
Now, please. Now, growing up, my bed looked about like Joshua's does. Maybe a little worse. But after I got out of the Army, the bed's got to be made. I don't know what it is.
I don't think I'd ever get out of the Army if I joined.
Well, you're going to get to a certain age where they're going to escort you out.
Do they let you out at 11 where it's happened?
Yeah, really, huh?
I was wanted he's going to play around with me today. He's let his Google thing into the phone. So I'll get sitting there talking and then all of a sudden Alice picks up. I guess he had a special, like a family would call him to, it made it seem like I was talking to his family.
when anybody calls me, my phone gives me 3 options: answer, screen, or decline. If I hit screen, the Google Assistant voice will come on and say, who's calling, why you calling, and it'll give me a transcription of whatever it says and whatever the other person says. So like if a scammer calls me, if a scammer does get through, all I have to do is hit that, and they hang up.
When my phone rings, I don't have any options except I look at it and say, "Oh, I guess I better answer that."
I just thought I'd play around with Josh.
I have my phone set up so that if your number is not in my contact list, you won't get through because the way I have my phone set up is if the number is not saved, or like if Alex's number isn't saved in my contact list, that number will automatically go to voicemail until I put your name in my phone. There's a place in the phone settings in the settings app where you can turn on unrecognized numbers or block numbers for customers. I gotta hook up my other monitor, and I don't know when I'm gonna have time to do that, probably one day next week. I unhooked it to work on that other computer, but the problem was the code so bad that I had to hook up the other monitor. I asked that we would order the new keyboard probably tomorrow or this weekend.
I thought Alex already got you a new keyboard.
Now, he wanted me to send him the money for it. After I told him I would reimburse him for it. But I guess he doesn't send them in the same time.
Ken agrees.
Yes, I do.
So the enter key is all screwed up.
Looked like the shift key was all screwed up. Pictures I saw.
Yeah, the shift key came off of it.
So you gonna get your aunt to do it, or
Yeah, I'll probably get her to do it. The only reason I like this keyboard is because on both sides of it, it has two USB ports, one on each side. That's the only reason why I like it. But I never actually used the USB port on the side.
you like it because they have USB ports on the side, but you don't ever use those USB ports? That don't make any sense.
Yeah, I know.
I keep glancing at chat, seeing if Jim is joining us. So, Greg, what do you think about that? You think it is a decent buy to buy the RAM, the case, and the motherboard and then add to it, or you think it's a waste of my time and money? You're muted.
You can get a brand new board. You can buy a board for $79.
So he's overpriced on the board then.
What's that, McLaughlin? I thought you said something that I couldn't hear.
Get a case for $49 online.
Yeah, I hear someone in the background now.
Yeah, Natasha's trying to talk, I believe.
Yeah, I can't hear her though. I hear someone.
So the board that you found, is that, what's the, what kind of processor can I put in it?
Let me look.
Yeah, man.
It's a Gigabyte B450 Ryzen AM4 Micro ATX
Can you toss the link over in chat for me, please? Tragically, I don't know if you guys remember now, I told you about the fire truck speeding by last night. 2 young girls drowned in a retention pond.
Ah, Jesus.
That was announced tonight.
How long with it?
Juveniles is all they're saying right now, so I'm going to put them probably 12, 13 years old. How old are you when you're in middle school? 7th grade.
17, 18. I'm sorry. It changed it. Yes.
I must have been doing real good. I graduated high school at 17. Man, I was ahead of my time. I should have been in middle school. I bet the 7th grade basketball team would have loved for me to have been on there at 17 years old and 6'4", playing against 2.5 foot tall 7th graders. Helped my sister set up some more cameras today for my mom. Well, they're not for my mom. They're at my mom's house.
You want to get off, so I'm gonna walk in and get off.
All right.
In chat.
Yep, I got it. I already got it up and running.
Hey, Howard,
Yes.
is there a way to put this in dark mode so it doesn't blind my eyes?
What in dark mode? Not that I'm aware of. There's actually no way to put it in full screen either.
Yeah, you told us that.
That's the benefits of the pay for. You want that, you have to get the pay for version.
Oh, the paid version will support full screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's not bad. I'll go over that later on. I'm still trying to work out Saturday night. I want to play in the poker game. I still want to stream, but I don't know how I'm going to do both. I don't want to just throw the game. But I don't want to be going live at 2 o'clock in the morning either. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe find me a ringer to sit in on the game. Wonder how well that'd go over. Tomorrow she's 2 to 6, 2 in the afternoon to 6 on Saturday, Sunday. That'd be a long shift.
Basically overnight.
Yeah, basically overnight. So I'll be on Zoom for a while. Probably keep the stream down to 2 hours again or under, and then sit here on Zoom. Stay awake, go pick her up. The poker's supposed to start at 7, but I know the last time we played, we were still going pretty strong at 1:30 in the morning, and that's just like I said, I don't want to get started that late. That's ridiculous. I don't really want the streak to end yet either. I mean, I know at some point in time it's got to end. I don't think I want it to end because I've been invited to play poker. So does anyone want to take a wild guess on the updated numbers on the golfing?
800.
866.
800 and 866. Anyone else?
789.
Josh?
I'm not good at guessing.
861 as of right now. I started to stream out, I believe, at 858. So since it started, I've gained 3. Still amazes me.
I mean, what did you put? 4 or 5 more windows? Golf, trash, everything.
Yeah, well, we watched it last night. Lorna, I went to bed. Lorna woke me up. She couldn't sleep, so we had to have something to do. So she said, "Oh, I want to watch that video." I'm like, "Okay, it's really not anything." I sat there and laughed so hard. Her commentating's hilarious. And then she said, "That's why people are watching." I said, "Yeah, I know. Everybody's contacting everybody." Goes, "There's this crazy Asian lady that's trying to commentate on golf." And there's a couple times when we have a couple disagreements on some things. She comes through. Like when it was starting to rain, she was like, "Hurry up." I'm like, "We're fine. Hurry up. We're fine." I don't get it. I really shouldn't be. The one that when I went and met Alex is sitting solid at 129. And then my biggest live video still is 309 now, June 4th, followed by my birthday of 242. That's probably because it was my birthday. People feel sorry for me. Yeah, Tony Wallace at 850. Pretty close. Tony and Gary were pretty close.
What was it?
It's 861 when I checked a while ago. I honestly didn't think it would get to 800, but it is. I mean, subscribers are holding steady at 139. Now, is tonight the night? Sean said no, it's next week, I believe. He said he wouldn't be here on Thursday.
I was watching this great video yesterday with the airplane flying by and putting on the ground. With the fellow and everybody wanted to see the airplane with the helicopters would go flying by.
Rick got his computer up and running, and he posted another video that I haven't watched yet after he showed the first one. And I seem to have lost it. Not a big deal. I subscribed, I'll be able to find it.
There's a picture on YouTube where you can go in and start watching a video, and somewhere on the bottom where the like button is, you can click it and it'll say watch later.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I see I see the clip feature, but I think that has to do with when you want to clip bits and pieces of the video out.
If you let me share my screen, I can get what I'm talking about.
Yeah, go ahead. When you talk about on the phone, I don't deal YouTube on the phone. I deal YouTube on the computer. Are you wanting to?
It might be on the computer as well, but I know I use it on the phone a lot.
Are you trying to? What are you trying to do to get your camera working? I'm kind of confused on that.
Yeah, I'll just get it on the computer. It'll probably be easier. But if not, go on the phone on my phone. Over again. to be like this, they want to be what they feel like they want to be. You know, what they call it. It should be save video, and then it comes up watch later. All you have to do is check mark there.
Oh, okay.
It'll show up.
It shows up that it's a marked video to watch later, right?
Yeah, it'll show up. Somewhere, I don't know where that. I think it shows up in your library or somewhere.
Maybe, yeah, watch later under your library.
Yeah, watch later in the library. There you go.
Okay. All right. It's a nice feature.
Yeah. I use that sometimes when I want to put watch a video and then I come back to it.
People do different things different ways. I have a whole total different way of doing it, but whatever works best for you, then that's what you should stick with. Oh my goodness. Arm is sore.
I know mine's been sore for I don't know how many weeks. It's finally getting better.
I had to take a camera down, and since I'm the shortest guy in the family, I got nominated to get it. I could barely reach it standing flat-footed, so I kind of stood on my toes a little bit, and then I could reach it with no problem. The doggone stupid thing didn't want to break loose like it wanted to, and I didn't want to break the camera. And then my sister said, "Oh, don't worry about it. We're going to replace that anyway." About that time, it finally came loose. So...
Well, my arm only hurts when I see it, so maybe that's the time that it came down.
It only hurts when?
When I see it,
Well, I'm pretty sure I probably just stretched a little bit more than I should have when I did that, but that's fine. It's for a good cause. You still watching Bonnie in the background there, Josh?
no,
Oh.
I just had that for demonstration. I just had that for demonstration.
Well, Greg is muted, so that can't be coming from him. I'm hearing somebody talking in the background.
Yeah, it ain't me.
Ain't me.
No, I know it's not Greg. Greg was muted at the time.
It's probably me. I mean,
No, it ain't me. Because I don't even have Microsoft.
I think it's Alex and his mom.
But I wouldn't just use them blindly for demonstration purposes.
Well, yeah, you could have used mine for demonstration purposes, but that's okay. So how many do you have in your watch list, do you think? So do you use Microsoft Office Professional 2021?
No.
Oh, okay. Now this Angela that you got this email from, is that the same one that was saying things earlier today?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, she's on your mailing list still. Maybe you should take her off your mailing list.
You sent me a nice email, but I haven't had a chance to read it.
Hopefully she's apologizing. So you actually use Microsoft, English please. You actually use Microsoft Office Professional 2021 for Windows?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, no, he does not verify that.
Do you use it, Alex?
I use it, but I use a legitimate copy for my school.
So you don't think the gray keys are legitimate? Is that what you're saying?
I would not use them. Besides, I rather pay for the subscription $100 a year because you get the most. You always have the most updated version. You get it on multiple. You can install it on multiple computers.
He sends me all kind of stuff.
No, I'd really rather not use the like.
I
Just
usually-
wondering.
I usually go off it. What do you do today, Greg? Take a nap?
No, Greg actually put in the chat room he did some work.
Thank you, so you do it.
Got up at the crack of 9 a.m. Obviously went to Walmart.
Yeah, have you
I got an idea rather than going to Walmart every day. Maybe he's actually a greeter.
No, I only go once every 5 days.
That might be a greeter.
What do you get out of Walmart, Greg?
What do I buy at Walmart?
Yeah.
Whatever I need. Milk, bread, eggs.
He goes to Subway and does a diamond dash.
I got some plants today. I planted 3 plants today.
What'd you plant?
Coleus, red and gold coleus.
Yeah, I planted red. I think we're going to the nursery Saturday morning. I think that's what the plan is anyway. Saturday mid-morning, mid-afternoon, I don't know.
2 or 3 o'clock whenever you get up.
Oh, I'll be up. I mean, I'll pick her up at 6:30, depending on who's her replacement is. I'll be in bed by, if she's out by 6:15, I'm in bed by 6:30. I'll be up by noon, easily. Now, if she has a bad day, not getting off, I don't know when I'll be in bed.
I sent you a text with another YouTuber that I follow. I don't know if you got that or not.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't have any new text.
I think I.
Oh, Lookner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out because you had just sent me a text about Natasha, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I thought, is Josh trying to pull a funny joke on Natasha? And then I kind of thought, well, I'll look at it later. So that's just another website or another channel you watch?
Yep.
All right.
He does another one called it, he does another one that's called, September 3 TV, where he covers all kinds of news. I'll put the link for it in the chat room, in the news chat. Really annoying that I don't have the, entry key on that keyboard.
Man, I can't type for anything tonight. I'm surprised Darren's not here with us tonight, actually. Well, it's 4:30 in the morning. He might join us pretty soon. He was helping me research some parts for that AMD that I may or may not buy, which right now I'm leaning to not buying it.
I don't know what the heck that was. Did anybody see the movie, Heaven for Real?
See the movie what?
Heaven is for Real.
Can't say that I have. Not ringing any bells.
I've heard of it, but I've never. It's about a little kid that claims he went, about a 10 or 11-year-old kid that claims he went to heaven.
Yeah.
But really he had a dream or a vision. I don't believe it's
You know, it's 7 years old. Came out in 2014.
Good movie, actually.
What's the movie?
Heaven is for Real. Greg Kinnear's in it. Thomas Hayden's in it. Margot Martindale's in it. I think she died. Jacob Vargas, one of the stars. I'm pretty sure Margot Martindale did die. No, apparently not. Who am I thinking of? She's 70. Huh. I remember her from the TV
Who
show.
are you thinking of?
Huh?
I don't know. Who are you thinking of?
Who knows? Been a long day. Been a very stressful, long day. And I got a feeling there's going to be many more of those coming up.
I just have to ask. How's that?
Dealing with my mom, my sister.
Oh, okay.
My sister said, I'm going to let you give mom her meds. She doesn't take them when I give them to her. I said, that's easy. Watch this. Took her meds. I said, here's your meds, Mom. Take them. No questions asked whatsoever. Took every one of them. She goes, how'd you do that? I said, you saw what I did? She goes, I can't get her to take her meds. I go, you don't ask. You take the meds, get her a water. Here you go. And then I complimented her on how quickly she took her meds. And she kind of giggled and said, used to it. So, I know we put 2 new cameras up today, and she said something about there's going to be more put up. And she said, we've got to get together with my little brother and have an off-site, if you will, conversation about things. So that's kind of got me worried. I know she's not going to the camper this weekend, so for her to not to go to that camper, it's got to be pretty bad.
Have you taken her to the doctor recently?
All the tests they did came back and showed that there's nothing wrong, which that's good and bad news. I mean, kind of in a way, you kind of want something to, it be something so you can treat it with medication or whatever, but when it's not, that's just another unfortunate sign of she's getting old and things are deteriorating, including her thought processes and everything else. It's kind of funny, not funny, Gary funny, but all the years I'm working in a nursing home, I had no issues dealing with it whatsoever, but now that it's my mom, I'm kind of struggling a little bit, honestly. I guess it's because it's my mom, or as Alex would say, it's my mother. Yeah, go ahead and grin.
Don't go there.
So it's I deal with it. If I've got to show up at 7 in the morning or whatever, fine. If I got to be there until 2 in the morning, fine. You got to do what you got to do. I know she wants me to have access to the cameras. I don't know how that's going to work. I guess she'll have to give me...
What kind of cameras are we talking about?
Oh, I don't know. Something that hooks up to her Wi-Fi system, and she can see it from her phone, and then she said she'll give me the passcodes and everything, and I can see it from the phone. And
if it's anything like our security, if it's anything like the cameras on our security system, all you need is an account make an account on the alarm panel on our security system, and then you have your own username and password that you log in with.
I don't think it's on a security system per se with a security company. I think it's local. Maybe security is a wrong way to put it. I just know that that's what she says it is.
It's not through a security company.
No.
You have access from your phone, and it's some kind of IP cameras, like what what Robert had on the desk, and he can access his cameras.
Speaking of Jeff, I see he's in the chat room. I don't know. I'll ask her tomorrow when I see her. I heard the ding. Now, who wants in? Oh, there he is. Because I know she said they are still planning on going to Florida, and she wants me to be able to monitor from the phone. So it'll be interesting to see how that works.
I put the link for the September 3 TV news channel in the chat room and in the new chat. If anybody wants to go check it out.
And what's for dinner tonight there, Mr. Ryman?
Subway.
That sounds good.
You went to Walmart.
Oh, been nuts here. I had to get ready for trash day tomorrow. And missed the baseball practice that I didn't know it was supposed to be.
Ah,
Because I wasn't, nobody told me. But my grandson's dad got caught unaware with it. He's still at work. He's working like 16 hours today or something.
oh, wow. Now, do you have the...
Trying to work some extra to make some money, I guess.
Well, sure. Now, do you have the grandkids over the weekend, this weekend?
No. Schedule's changed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, their dad's work schedule changed. He works Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday now. So that's the days. So I get him Monday night, and then normally they would go back tonight, except he's going to work late. So
Yeah.
I'll drop him early in the morning, and then I got to go to the dentist tomorrow and have a crown completed.
So is he working 3/16s, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
He's normally working at least 3 12s.
Okay.
See, that doesn't get him up to 40 hours. So.
Right, that's only 36 hours. Huh.
The guy that runs that September 3 TV, he's the same guy that you got the tip from about that original channel. He runs the September 3 TV.
Oh, okay. Check it out later.
Thanks for the 700, Jeff. I really appreciate it.
I got one. It's quick. For some reason, somebody sent us a letter threatening to sue us from an attorney because we do not have co-gender restrooms. I got the letter, sent to me, and I said, shit, put one in. How much? Be done with it. One less thing.
No, co-gender what?
In other words, somebody's threatening to sue us because they can't go to the bathroom in whatever they want to be. So they're demanding a third restroom. Yours, mine, and ours. Whatever. Not taking too long. Don't really care about it.
I read a really good article today, and I wished I could. Oh, and I got one I got to go find to ask Gary about. But the one that was seriously 3.5 novels in length starts out and it's got a picture of a young lady, and she said, "I was the fastest person in Connecticut. ... I no longer am." And then she went on to explain with the way that the rules and everything is written that there are guys that are running as girls that are obviously faster than she is.
We are in a state that allows it. Anyway, let me finish mine. It's real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
In Michigan, I did not know this, when I threw operations people on it. You have to have certain restrooms for a certain number, not people, certain number of sexes. So let's say men have 20 bathrooms, women have 18. So you got 100 women, for every 18 you have to have a restroom. You have 100 men, for every 20 you have to have a restroom. And they are expensive.
Well, I sure hope that doesn't cause a national debate.
What kind of Subway sandwich do you have tonight, Jeff?
Club.
Doggone.
There was a article that I saw about a guy that's caught on camera A pickup driver unplugs Tesla while the owner naps. Gary, is there anything you'd like to tell us? I'm trying to find out where it was at.
Michigan?
Ontario. I guess that's right across the river, isn't it?
Winter, yeah. Yes.
That's funny.
So where Western Blackwatch lives.
Can you imagine you're trying to charge your Tesla and you're taking a nap? Somebody sneaks up and unplugs it. That's funny.
There's a
That's
cartoon.
ballsy, but it's funny.
I thought it was a joke, but it's actually in Michigan, where your charging stations are outside your house, you know, which they all work there. And the neighbor was stealing your charging time, so you pushed it in there when you went to bed, and it wasn't charging when you got it done. I like that.
I heard my phone ding, but there's nothing new on the phone. That's kind of weird.
Oh, I thought it was my phone.
I'm pretty sure it was mine. It could have been yours. I don't know if it's yours.
Yeah, some states and some parking areas used to have outlets that you could hook up an engine block heater in the outlet in the wintertime.
No, it was just, well, I got to go out and guys about my iPhone.
I've heard Peninsula, Michigan does that.
What's that?
It's answering job or
On the folks on the upper peninsula or whatever it's called.
yeah, because it's cold there, so they got to keep those engine blocks.
How cold's it get up there?
Normally during the winter, like 18 to 25 below daily,
It's pretty chilly.
and they have school in that weather.
I'll tell you what was real good today. I woke up out of bed around 12. Got my email. I got an email from Tuesday. But I had got to read it.
You got an email from where?
Tuesday.
Oh,
Team viewer.
you better open it and see that it's not a bill.
Probably is.
I mean, we're joking about it, but it wouldn't be funny if it was.
Actually, I read someplace they're gonna send those through. I read this someplace, but I don't think they're gonna really expect to get it. But you know, here, Ken, you owe us $20 if you send it through.
You know, I'll jump right on that.
I've said this here to everybody. I am getting on an iPhone. Scan them like 10 a day at least. My question is, quickly, does that work? People say, gosh, I want to buy that. I can't imagine a 90-year-old saying, well, shoot, I should buy that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not cheap. You know, those $23 you say, what the heck? This stuff is in the thousands, you know.
Well, it looks like my order from David Luna has been confirmed. Let's see what I bought from David Luna.
Yeah, I thought it though. It keeps saying about nerds or different. I haven't bought any because they want me to buy or. But I'm not buying it. They want me to. I guess, subscribe with some crap. I don't know.
This is the last one I really have to make. My son got promoted. He went to all the stuff. He's been working there for 20-some years. Great, everything's cool. We have a business newspaper here called Crane's Business. Picture, front page. And they did a nice article on it. then he had to explain how he did such a great job training me.
How'd your speech go, or how'd your son's speech go?
Oh, very well, very well. Well, he knows what he's doing. I mean, he's good. But, the article was, instead of, your dad does this or something, it implied that he basically they switched around instead of saying, I've been doing this and the son picked up on it. He was just, I felt good because I'm sure people have feared. Your kid taught you what to do.
BH Ringer just posted a dad joke of the day in chat. Pretty good one. Pretty good one.
Okay, I like that one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that one's not bad. Not bad at all.
And then BH Ringer must be from the South.
He's from Nova Scotia, actually. Kind of due east and north of you a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I knew that. But look at the thing he said to Jeff.
Yeah, I seen
I
that.
said up there, I said, there's an old joke, save a tree, eat a beaver.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen both of them, actually.
They were down south, but I wasn't. There's never mind.
I won't go into any more since this is family friendly.
Yeah, we're an hour and 7 minutes.
Somebody just called me and said I'm sick and tired of getting. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
like
good
the
one.
dad joke.
That is a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just pass on mine.
A lot of people like my bowling video with my wife. This has gotten like 74 views within the last 11 days.
Excuse me for interrupting. I have to ask Ken what's the tally on the golf video by today?
Well, let's go refresh and see what it's currently at.
That's amazing.
We started in the night at 8:58 when I started the stream.
861.
Now we'll refresh. Still at 861, yes.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
How can I do that wrong? And
you gotta go to a golf channel. I mean, that's up
here's another dad joke. Quit hitting those birdies.
I changed my channel name. It might be kind of long, so I might take down.
It's bad.
Alex.
What's that?
You say, where'd you change it to now? No,
Rocky Gaming Black Computer Channel.
you don't need channel in there twice at least. You can just say Josh Kinder Gaming and Computer Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might.
All right, I'll pick a random page in the dad joke book. Dad, why did the chicken cross the road? Dad, to set poultry in motion, of course.
Oh,
Dad, why did you say you slept like a log last night? Dad, because I woke up in the fireplace. Dad, how much should I sell my dad batteries for? Dad, how about free of charge? Oh my goodness.
That's a Tesla joke.
Yeah, really, huh?
I had these two are, I want to pull my hair out. Washington, Governor, Senator Granholm, whatever she is now, Granholm, she's saying you get 10 gallons of gas, you get 10 gallons of electric. First of all, she said gallons of electric. I didn't know electric came in. My charger does not put electric in it, I turned it upside down and no liquid came out of it. Then I was talking to a friend, he said, if liquid comes out, that's bad. Anyway, she was explaining how it's good to get the cars. Again, for Michigan, still pushing that Tesla, which I don't love and don't hate them, got it down. But if you're complaining about gas, get a Tesla. So if you can't afford the price of gas, get a Tesla. I was confused about that one. And then we had our state district attorney for all, again, I don't care, she wants to put, ready, a drag queen in every school, because kids will go along with that kind of person. I mean, I'm not against it, but I don't understand.
I don't think there's much purpose to it.
Exactly. Even if, I'm not against it. I'm really not against the person. But
See, well, gas is continuing to sneak up here. Where I buy gas, the cost goes up to $5.13 a gallon now.
Wow.
um,
Ours is creeping down. I saw it for $5.18 tonight.
now you're getting nasty with the pH. Getting dirty.
I thought that one was pretty good too, actually.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, poor Marilyn's dead, isn't she?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they took her out to pasture.
Snow Girl.
Yeah.
What was that one? Her first movie Behind the Green Door or something like that?
Oh, you've been seeing those kind of movies. Yes.
No, I remember. I've never seen that one. But I just remember, I think that was the one. And after whoever made Ivory Snow found out her other profession, they dropped her. But then I think there's a Wikipedia article about it. She used to hold up a box of Ivory Snow at the beginning of all of her movies or something like that.
Well, I think I regret what you're talking about, but the truth is, once I'm not gonna make anything dirty, but basically once you make the movie, you can't put the cat back in the box.
Yeah. The one with
So to
Ivory
speak,
Snow,
no, you cannot.
9% 100 skewer or something like that.
I think it's 99.4, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, something. I don't remember
Some
what it
weird
said.
number. I remember that.
And they had plates. I think
Yeah.
that was a big deal. Plates.
Yes.
Do we want to keep them back up on the 1 terabyte, or we want to move them over to the 2 terabyte line?
Well, the 2 terabyte ain't been shipped yet, Josh. Saturday or tomorrow afternoon at the earliest, because I just have been not able to get to it. Still wanted to go to your aunt's place?
I put him in the waiting room.
I would say probably not, Jeff, because he's gonna not after this weekend. He's not gonna be at a dance for a while because of her having surgery.
Okay.
What size is yours, Jeff?
Hmm?
What size is the one you're sending him?
2 terabytes.
Yeah, I think he said he's taking that one to his aunt's and bringing the other one back. I believe that's what he said. I was getting ready to let him back in, but he left, so. Oh well.
Well, I've got both addresses. Where do you think I ought to send it?
Wait till he gets unfinished being mad and come back and we'll ask him.
All right.
Yeah, my favorite, not the porno part, but seriously, we're not even listening, is Johnny Carson started having the porno stars on his show. And most of these girls back then, I mean, they weren't the brightest. Because I remember.
I don't remember I don't know the names of the old porno stars. I don't know the names of the new porno stars.
I very little, but I remember two or three of the old ones. Because like I said, John Carson was kind of, mom and dad, and, well, he had one on the Linda Lovelace.
I was getting ready to ask. No doubt she went on there.
Exactly. Well, she didn't sign the, like I said, not to share, just, she started explaining what the movie was about. And she got just a little too descriptive for Mr. Carson.
Did they have to cut away to a commercial kind of like quickly?
Yeah, even though they probably had the thing anyway,
Yeah.
Came back and she started talking about the weather. I mean, it's totally
Total different subject, yeah.
a Tumblr, shut the heck up.
Yeah. Imagine. I imagine.
Like I said, they had to talk to she's I might have doing everything, but it's like, oh, it's a great, you know, this, that, and it's like she really believed it.
No, she died in 2002 in Denver, Colorado.
Turned out she was actually coerced into doing some of that stuff, if I remember right. By an abusive husband or something. I don't remember now. I remember reading something about it years ago.
She wrote a book about it. I would say that it's about 98% true, but I always get kind of leery when anybody writes a book and says, buy my book, because...
Yeah, exactly.
Boy.
Exactly.
24 milliseconds ping and download is now about 4 megabits per second.
It's getting worse instead of better.
Yep. Ended up at 5. But my upload is approaching 500.
I think we're going to fix that or turn it around.
Well, I opened another case.
Actually, it was
480 upload and 5 download.
waiting for another day. I'm kidding. I was actually thinking about that last night. You know what my thought was? Call them up, like totally separate, like almost like you want a new setup, and then send the old one back.
I asked them why they haven't put up the big radio to make me a neighborhood anchor yet. And they said there's not enough other houses in the neighborhood hooked up yet. Once they reach some critical mass on that, then they'll bring out the big radio to make me the anchor. I'm hoping when they change the radio that will improve my download, but that's probably going to be a forlorn hope.
Could. Okay, of course, like you're thinking, we could probably do like we want it. You'll end up being.
So I'm conflicted. I mean, I could tell them you just start providing what you said you were going to and drop it and find any surcharge for early cancellation.
Right.
But on the other hand, they're charging me $35 a month, and if I go back to Cox, it'll be over $100 a month. And I'm not seeing too much. I mean, I'm watching everything this evening pretty well, even though it says I've got a slow download speed. So I'll probably just keep griping until they fix something about it. For the cheap price, I can live with a little bit of.
Yeah, but you probably want to get halfway close to where you're supposed to be, don't you?
Yes, well, I mean, if they can give me, I've told them, I said, if you could give me, you advertise as being up to 700 megabits per second, up and down. And if you look around and do a little, I don't know what you want to call it, research by just Googling or whatever,
Right.
the consensus seems to be that given that you're sharing bandwidth sometimes and all of that, that if you get 80% of the top advertised speed, you're doing pretty well.
Right. That they pretty much guarantee that, but if you're only getting what 5 down?
5 tonight. By these, of course, what I measure at the computer isn't what they guarantee. They guarantee the speed only at the modem. But nonetheless,
Yeah.
I told him if I could just get 400, between 400 and 500, that would be more than adequate for what I need. So I'm just going to keep beating on them a little bit occasionally.
Doesn't hurt. Now, do you know how many people in the neighborhood have that system?
No.
I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee. Mute my camera.
Why don't you mute your microphone?
Well, of course. Back what I put into it.
So when are you going to Oklahoma, Jeff?
He looks like he's busy with one of the grandkids.
Yeah, nobody. You?
I think next month, I don't remember the specific day. I know he's flying into Tulsa and then driving from there, probably renting a car.
I think he's mad at me or something.
Who?
Josh.
No, he's mad at me.
Why?
He's mad at me because I put him in the waiting room because I've said time and time again, he's not going to come on my channel and ask you a million questions about him and what he thinks he needs, what he wants you to do, etc., etc., etc. And I've let him go a little bit tonight, and he just took advantage of it. And that last time, that was it. I put him in there for what wasn't going to be but about 35 seconds, and he left. So he's probably thinking you're behind it too, but you're not. Me, my channel. I made the decision. He made the decision to leave. I mean, I've sent Robert 5 messages already saying, is this my channel or is this Josh's channel?
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Pardon me, I had to consult with my daughter on something. Her driver's license has been lost, and we're trying to figure out if there's any way to get her on the plane to go to her mother's memorial.
Ooh.
Bullshit.
Can't get an appointment at the DMV until after the funeral.
Ooh. No chance you're going to find the license?
It's unlikely, so we're actually talking about driving at this point,
Ooh.
which will be a pain in the butt because I'm the one who would have to do all the driving. She doesn't have a current driver's license, and she's specifically excluded on my insurance because of some things that happened a while back.
Jeff, can you try, I don't know if this would work, can you try to find like the state senator, da-da-da?
No. She has an ID that she was using before she got her license back a while back, but it says void on it. But the expiration date on the ID was 2027. And it does show her photograph. And she can't get into her account at the DMV to get even a paper replacement at this point. But we're going to talk to the TSA tomorrow and see if the expired ID was still good. If you look at their website, you can use an expired license or identification card to travel if it's less than a year past the expiration date. So we're going to talk to TSA tomorrow and see if the old ID would work. It's just when she got her license back, the DMV gave her this back, but it had holes stamped in it that said void.
Right. Yeah. So when is
But
the...
it still shows her photograph, and it was issued by the state, and it is that little thing with the star on it, the real ID thing.
Right. Yep.
So we're going to find out. But if they can't do that, we'll just have to drive. We'll just get there a day later than we planned. It will still be a day ahead of the funeral. So
It's a long drive. What, are you going to make it a 2-day drive?
Well, that would let us actually do 3. We're gonna board the dog on the 27th. And the funeral's the 30th. So we would leave as soon as we get the dog into the vets on the 27th. It's the problem is we're gonna be traveling with a 9-year-old and a 5-year-old that are gonna get very tired.
You could slip them a little bit of something in their juice to make them sleep.
What do you call it? No, mineral.
So we'll see.
Well, I hope that
in
the
my mind, if I want to drive, then I probably need to replace all the tires on my truck. They aren't bald, but they've got maybe 5,000 or 6,000 miles left on them, and that will be pretty much used up by the time we go and come back. And 4 tires for that truck's $1,000. Plus, I'm gonna have to buy it. Well, I could keep one of them as a spare. The spare that's underneath it now, he's so old it actually is pretty much shot.
Firestone?
No, I don't remember what. I think it's. Well, I don't remember what the spare is.
you take I-40 all the way over to Tulsa.
Pretty much. Well, actually, Muskogee is where my wife grew up.
Right.
You get on the Muskogee Turnpike about 20 miles south of Muskogee, exiting off I-40. I could drive that one in my sleep almost. I've done that this many times over the 45 years we were married, in both directions, whatever.
It looks like you got construction just out of Albuquerque, and other than that, it looks pretty clear. Or what?
But it's just a question of wearing out the children.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that is very true.
Or are they in cars?
Okay, but that's a long time for a kid to ride.
Yeah, it is. A long time for anybody to ride.
So, we'll see. I'm hoping we'll still get on the plane. But
So when did you say the ID card is set to expire?
2027, except it's already voided.
Right.
But you got a license back.
Right. You might get lucky.
Talk to TSA tomorrow, but we got to get a ruling on it. We got to know definitively.
Oh, sure. You're talking this month?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's like right around the corner, is it not? Like a week?
Well, we're supposed to fly out on the 28th.
Oh, okay.
Get to Tulsa that day, drive 40 miles down to Muskogee. I have a rental car and hotel reservations already made. Stay 2 nights in Muskogee where the funeral's going to be. And that gives me some time to go talk to the funeral home and the cemetery there if I need to.
Right.
Finalize anything at the last, and the church and the priest and all of that. But if it's absolutely necessary, we could leave on the 27th, maybe 8 or 9 a.m. after we drop the dog at the vet. Dog's gonna have his teeth cleaned and some other stuff while we're gone. We have to anesthetize him for that.
Yeah, my dad had that about a month ago.
And he's also going to lose the family jewels at the same time.
That poor dog.
About 2.5 years, it sort of inherited the dog.
Oh, for some reason I thought you said 12
No,
before.
2.5. I'm not sure. 2.5 or 3.
Yeah, sure.
You should do that when they're about 6 months old if you're going to do it. This dog belonged to a friend of my daughter's who has just kind of left him here because the kid got in trouble. And to be blunt about it, too many guys leave their male dogs unneutered because they associate that with their own masculinity.
I'm not sure I really
At least
decided that way.
subconsciously. So,
You're right. I mean, don't take care of animals to begin with.
but at any rate, but if we have to, I can leave on the 27th, even if we have to stay an extra night someplace because of the kids, we could get there by noon on the 29th, which is a day before the
Right.
memorial service. So, and the airplane tickets are all refundable. I can cancel them up to 10 minutes before the flight.
Oh, nice.
Of course, that's why they were so expensive. Each round trip ticket under that was $936 a piece.
Mercy.
Southwest.
So Jeff, that's why I have these pets right here. If I want to go somewhere, I just drop a feeding tab in there. Don't worry about it. Although with this tank, I've got to worry about the doggone water evaporating and it burning up the pumps that are in the back of it. That's the only issue I have with
How
that.
far can it drop before you start having trouble with pumps?
It can go about 1/4 of an inch below where it's at right now, and then the pumps will start pushing air.
Ooh, that's not very far.
No, it's actually not. I was sitting here the other day.
I was thinking maybe it could drop 2 or 3 inches or something.
No.
So the pumps intake fairly close to the surface.
The intake for the pumps are at the very top, and you can see. Well, you probably can't see,
I
but
see a couple of things sticking down in the water.
that's the out. But you can see right here, maybe. This is where I like to keep it. I just filled it up 2 days ago, and it's already dropped down to here. So, if I really want to see how bad it's gotten, I pull this
Well,
plate right
is there any
here.
way
Oh yeah,
that
it's
you
down.
can?
It's down. So
Is there any way
probably
that you can
Saturday
lower
or
the
Sunday.
intake an inch or two?
Do what?
Is there any way that you can lower those intake lines?
No. They're built into the back.
All right.
Ooh, I need to get me an algae eater. I got algae now. Good. Do that tomorrow. You still listening, Alex? I know he's trying to beg Josh to come back. Well, let's see where we're at here. 1 hour and 32 minutes. So I'll go ahead and get this ready. 3, 4, 5. Go back 1.
Lord.
BH.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Tony Wallace says, "Good night. I haven't even ran it yet, and Tony's running out on us." There we go. It still looks like that sped up a little bit. I may have to see if I can't slow it back down somehow. Figure out how to use Greg's thing where he said I could run it on time way back.